Hey guys, welcome back to 234 En La Casa. So this evening I'm going to be doing southern fried corn. It's going to be fresh corn cut off of the cob, and I'm going to show you how to fry it the southern way. It's the end of the summer here in the south, and so this is going to be one of my last dishes that I can use fresh corn on the cob with. It's because you know it's going to be out of season soon. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we do it in the south, and I will bring you all over and show you the ingredients for wonderful southern fried. This is southern fried, traditional southern fried corn. You don't want to miss it. I'll see y'all over here in just a second. All right, y'all. So for this southern fried corn, the traditional southern fried corn, I've got about 1/4 cup of purple onion here in a skillet. You don't have to use purple onion. It's just what I had available fresh. So you can use white onion or yellow onion if you would prefer. And then to this, I'm going to add some bacon grease. So that this is about 1/4 cup of just very, very finely chopped onion. I'm doing it very fine because I have a daughter that doesn't like onion. So I'm going to try to get it as fine as I can so that she won't really notice it. It won't be a huge deal. Okay. So, but you can have your onion however you want, finely chopped, rough cut, long, however you want it. Okay. And so I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of bacon grease to this skillet. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to place the skillet over medium-low heat and allow the butter and the bacon grease to soften and the onions to get softened as well. All right, y'all, so I've got 4 ear of fresh corn on the cob already done. This is the last ear. And so the bacon grease and butter and onion, all those amounts that I just gave you all is based on just having the 4 ear of corn. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how to cut your corn on the cob. And I've done other videos showing y'all how to cut your kernels of corn off the cob, so you can skip this part if you don't want to see it. Okay, but see how I'm cutting? So just cutting that, and then you're going to go through and you're going to get all of the milk all the milk out of your cob as much as you can, all the juices and everything, and you're going to hold on to that and keep it because we're going to use that to cook with. Okay, try not to cut your cob, it's just a light amount of kernels that we're going to get off of here. Okay? All right, y'all, and then to this we're going to add 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, and we're going to add a little under 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar. You can add a whole 1/4 cup if you'd like to, or a little bit less than 1/4 cup and make it like 1/8 cup. It's just whatever your preference is. I'm going to add some ground black pepper, and that's going to be to taste. I think this is probably like 1/2 teaspoon. I'm probably going to add more, but we'll just see. And then I'm going to add some pink Himalayan sea salt, and this is probably going to be about 1/2 teaspoon as well. Okay, and now we're going to mix all of this together. All right, y'all, so our bacon grease and butter and onion, it has melted, and the onions is softened. So we're going to go ahead and add our corn with the heavy whipping cream and the salt and pepper to our skillet. And then we're going to cook this over medium high heat actually. It smells so good. And you're going to want to make sure once you get this, it starts to have like a little simmer to it. Put a lid on top of this as you're cooking it, okay? And then check it periodically. All right, guys, so we're about 15 minutes in on this southern fried corn, and there we go. It's not quite finished yet. I just wanted to bring y'all back on and show you. I'm gonna add a little bit more ground black pepper because I like a lot of pepper in my corn. And I'm gonna add about 2 more tablespoons of sugar. And about another, maybe like 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. And I'm going to put it back over there on the stove to continue cooking. And I'm going to add just a little bit of, just like a couple of drops of lemon juice. Okay. All right, I'm going to stir that up, and we're going to place this back over on the stove over medium heat to continue cooking. And I'm going to give it about maybe 10 more minutes, and it should be done at that point. All right, y'all, so it's been another 10 minutes, and there we go. That's the finished product for our southern fried corn. It looks so good. I'm gonna allow it, I'm gonna allow the corn to kind of set up some. I'm gonna leave it sitting for about 5-10 minutes before plating it up and giving it a taste, but boy, does it smell good. It looks excellent, golden in color, and it is absolutely spectacular, absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to taste it. Okay, I'll bring y'all back after this is set up for about 5-10 minutes. All right, y'all, so this is the final product for our southern fried corn on the cob, cut off fresh cobs. So this is our fresh corn southern fried. So good, so buttery, and very sweet, and I could even taste that black pepper in there too. It is excellent, y'all. And this is the best way to make, you know, like if you don't want to do like corn makshu like I've made before with all the peppers and onions and stuff like that, or if you don't want to do like the honey butter corn, which is, you know, on this really, really sweeter side, this is excellent. It's not as sweet, and it's got some savory in it too with the onion. And if you can kind of look in there, when you cut that onion so fine, it almost kind of just like melts into the corn. You can't even really see it, but you can taste it though. But you're not getting, when I say taste it, you can taste the flavor of it. You're not getting the onion bite, meaning like pieces of onion. So I know my kids, especially one in particular, does not like pieces of onion and all that kind of stuff. So it's really thin, can't taste it at all. Taste the flavor, but you don't have that chew, you know, the bite of the onion. This is so good. Excellent. All right. So I invite y'all to try this. It's an excellent recipe. Okay. I'll see y'all next time at 234 En La Casa. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Bye.